Let me guess, you got the same relationship over and over and over. Toxic relationship, narcissistic relationship, on repeat. Same face, different name. Can't figure out why it's happening. Pay attention, because I'm gonna explain exactly why. The world of narcissism and toxicity is just not known enough, not researched enough. So grab a coffee, grab a tea, and we're gonna dive right in. Who am I? Why should you even listen to me? My name's Sean. I'm a registered psych nurse, and I was also a cop for 5 years. I have spent a lot of my professional career dealing with people that are of the narcissistic classification, if you may say. Growing up also, I was bullied all my life. I was made fun of, I was picked on, I was beat up. Because I was the youngest in my class, one of the youngest in my class, I was one of the smallest, I was a Christian, and I was always so nice. I was the one that was always there to help people. Kind of sounds like an empathetic person, doesn't it? Kind of sounds like you, doesn't it? But I thought that this is a way, that is supposed to go. I thought you're supposed to just love people into loving you, and sometimes people are going to be nice to you, and it never really happened. So continuing on in my life, the bullying got so bad that I actually had to transfer schools. And when I transferred schools, I'm like, all right, this is great. Everything is getting better. And then I decided I needed to get help from a counselor. I thought that was a good idea as a 13-year-old, but it turned out to be a horrible idea. For the sanity and the sake of YouTube and the community guidelines, he did something that he shouldn't have. Reshaped everything for me. Right back to being bullied. People would pick on me, not so much beating me up and all that kind of stuff, but it was more so like poking me and touching me in places and calling me names based on what had happened. When I didn't even know what happened, I was still trying to process it myself. And I'm not here trying to get a pity party for it. I'm just telling you where I'm coming from, because it might sound similar to where you're coming from in a way. Never really dated anyone in high school. I mean, I did every once in a while, for a few weeks, maybe a month or so. I think that was my longest. But then when it came to college, I ended up trying to date, and I dated 4 girls that all of them cheated on me, and they all cheated on me with the person that they ended up getting married to. So all of this just kept happening. It just kept happening over and over and over and over. Now you're sitting there wondering, like, okay, you said you're going to talk about why do I keep getting in the wrong relationship, and all you're talking about is yourself. Stay with me here. Promise you. It's going to make sense. So every one of them cheated on me with the person that they ended up getting married to. Then I ended up in a relationship that was 13 years long. Same thing happened. Don't regret it for a moment though, because I got my 2 beautiful kids out of it. That led me to 3 years ago, where this whole story begins. I was homeless, broke, living in my truck, and I was an alcoholic. Hard for me to even admit that, but I was. I still am. Once you are in your recovery, you always are. You're just always fighting it. I've been sober for coming up on 3 years in July of 2025. That'll be 3 years. So why am I saying all this stuff when it comes to choosing the narcissistic people choosing you, and seems like you're always getting the same person on repeat? Again, stay with me on that. Promise you there's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I was at my lowest point in my life. I was at my lowest point. I had nothing left. My divorce was just a month or 2 away. However, something happened to me. Since then, it's going on 3 years now, but in about 8 months, I healed all my traumas. And again, why am I saying all of this stuff? Because at that point, I realized so much stuff. And I had to tell you my story, to tell you where I've been, to tell you where I'm going, to tell you where we're going. Narcissistic people don't choose you because you're broken. I mean, like I said, look at my life. That's all I thought. I thought they chose me because I was broken. I thought people bullied me because I was broken and I was an easy target, right? Probably along the same lines of what you thought. It's not the case. One of the main reasons why narcissistic people even choose you isn't because you're broken, isn't because you're a shell of yourself, isn't because you're weak, isn't because you're not strong, isn't because you're an easy target. You have to understand something about narcissists. They're a lot like a predator. Like, imagine a predator in a room. And yes, I say that word. In a room. Do you think they're going to pick someone that is the ugliest, the most broken, hasn't showered in a while, the one that's the most depressed, the one that's going to be the most work? No. They're going to pick the one that is shining the brightest, the most beautiful, best smile, the one that lights up a room, most handsome, most charming, most charismatic, the one that everyone wants to be with. Basically, they pick you because you are literally the best of the best. Sorry to give you that compliment, but they choose you because you are actually the best of the best. And what they do is they systematically break you down, moment by moment, continuously break you down. It's a long process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And the reason why they choose someone like you is because their ego is so massive. How do we even define a narcissist? No remorse, hardly any. No empathy, never sorry, always their way. Overly high sense of entitlement and self-awareness. Basically meaning they think they're the greatest thing that's ever touched this earth, and they are never wrong. And they make it very apparent. Very arrogant about it too. They don't just choose you because you're an awesome person though. That's just the beginning. They choose you for a lot more reasons. So pay attention here, because this part's going to kind of go a little quickly. Now you're going to see as to why I had to tell my story and get to this point. They're going to pick you because an empathetic person, which is what you are, which, while we're talking about it, if a narcissist is going to say you're a narcissist, it's a fact that a narcissistic person will never, ever, 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 ever be in a relationship with another narcissist. To be a narcissist, what did I just say? You have to be empty from empathy. And to be a victim, you have to be overflowing with it. So that automatically disqualifies you from ever being a narcissist. But anyways, they choose you because you're empathetic and you have a big heart, which means you're easy to manipulate. Very easy to manipulate. I hate to say this, but empathetic people are some of the most traumatized people in existence today. Because not only have you gone through that childhood that you've gone through, but you decided to do something good about it. You decided to grow your heart. You decided to love people and help people and show your big, big, big heart. And the thing about having a big heart, I'm included in this too, so I'm speaking from my own end, is you're naive enough, and I'm not saying that as an insult, you're naive enough to think that everyone else has the same type of heart you do. You think that they love like you do, because you feel the way you feel, and you think and you hope that everyone else is going to feel the same, right? But you're wrong. Empathetic people are some of the most traumatized people that have ever existed. And I say this for a reason, because not only did you go through that childhood, right? But as an empathetic person, you are someone that gets walked on, walked over, used, abused, pushed to the side. Hey, I need you. But then you call when you need someone's help, and it's like they don't even know who you are. You don't exist to them, right? You know I'm right. And that hurts. I call it the broken wing effect. You find a bird, metaphorically. That bird needs your help, has a broken wing. You take it in, you spend money on the vet bill, you take care of it, you feed it, you nurse it back to health like it's your own. Then what happens the second it gets outside? Flies away, never to be seen from ever again. It's the same thing with people. They come in your life and you can help them get better, but then they fly away, never to be seen, like Forrest Gump. Make me a bird so I can fly far, far away. Right? Okay, that was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. But whatever. We're going to continue. They choose you because you're an empathetic person with a big heart and you're easy to manipulate. And they know that you're going to put them first. And they also have an inkling that you're someone that could be traumatized, but you don't show it. You're the type of person, as an empathetic person, if you're still watching this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're the person that is going to, instead of be vengeful to people, you're going to love on people. You're going to love on someone. Someone needs a hug, you're the first one to give it to them. Why? Instead of taking life out on people and what a narcissistic person does and punish you for what someone did in their childhood, which you have nothing to do with, you try to love people and make them feel how you actually want to feel yourself. You'll give them a hug when you need the hug. You'll stay on the phone till 5 in the morning when you got to be up at 6 for a big presentation at work because they needed someone and you want someone to be there for you. You just want someone to look you in the eyes and tell you everything is going to be okay. Hear me? Everything's going to be okay. Unclench your jaw. Just relax. This is going to be okay. They pick you because they know that you're going to fall for their tactics. Another reason that they pick you, and I got to keep saying that, they pick you. You don't choose them, they pick you. Remember, it's like a predator in a room. Just going to scour the room, look for the best of the best. And that's unfortunately you. Another reason that no one really thinks about, your availability. Because what narcissists do when they love bomb you is they put on a facade, a mask, a makeup, for goodness sakes. When you put makeup on, most of you watching this are people that wear makeup. When you put it on, what happens the next day? You can tell there's makeup on there, but you can tell it's from the night before. And you can tell they're getting that, walk of shame, walking back or whatever it is. You're like, oh, okay. You can still see it though. The same thing with the narcissist. The makeup and the mask that they put on can only stay on for so long before it falls right off. And what I mean by availability, I'm saying they're not looking for the person that's available 24/7 at the beginning. They're looking for a single mom, a mom that owns a business, a man that owns a business, someone that's busy. You're taking care of a sick friend, grandparent, a loved one. You don't have a lot of time. So the time that you give them, the less time that they have to fake it and act like the person that you think you're falling in love with, the better. The less effort they have to put into it. Because all they need from you at that point is what I would see as a lifetime binding contract. Like, literally, sign your name on over. Gladly and freely, right? What do I mean by that? Most of you watching this video, when you say I love you to someone, you mean it. When you say I'm in love with you to someone, you mean it. So saying things like, I love you, I'm in love with you. And I literally meant signing a life contract. Anything with credit. Car, credit card, mortgage, a lease, a loan, rent, sub-rent, whatever you want to think of. Something that they can co-have with you. On top of that, they do a thing called future faking. So you fall for that all the time. Whatever it is your dream is. I want to be a mother with 3 kids. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to promise you, and I'm going to promise. It's called future faking. It's always, oh yeah, we'll do that later. Well, I thought you said we're going to do that soon. We'll do that later. It always comes after you do this. Or you get engaged to them, get married to them. I hope you don't. Move in with them. Something that they can control you the rest of your life with. Then once that happens, then you have to be available 24/7. So see how important availability is? It goes both ways. Take a breath. Relax while you're watching this. You and I are just friends and we're talking about this, okay? It's okay. Take a sip of your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever it is. Because this one's going to hit you right in the gut. One of the biggest signs of childhood trauma is you have the habit of always trying to make the dysfunctional person or people be good to you. I'll say that again. One of the biggest signs of childhood trauma is you always are trying to make the dysfunctional people, groups, be good to you. It's a trauma response. Maybe when you were growing up, you had a parent, a mom or a dad, that you always had to beg for their attention. Or they always told you, why can't you be like your brother? Why can't you be like your sister? Why can't you? Or they only gave you attention every now and then. It's like you always had to beg for their attention because they're always too busy doing something else. Always too busy for you because they're working or their new boyfriend or something. And so you always had this habit of trying to love them into loving you, trying to do something special. Breaks my heart to say this. Trying to do something special as a kid for the caregiver or whoever it is to make them just notice you. And for some reason, they wouldn't. And so you were kind of conditioned the rest of your life to always try to make the dysfunctional person be good to you because it's kind of a coping mechanism and a trauma response to heal a part of your past. It's a part of you that is literally there to try to heal a part of your past. You're trying to go back in time without even realizing it and trying to get someone to love you, to fill the void of whoever it was. You match that all in with being empathetic, being easy to manipulate, having a lot of traumas, being someone that has a big heart and you're always going to put them first and you second. Someone that's a people pleaser. Your availability. On top of that now, unhealed childhood wounds. So that's more than just they pick you because you're good. It's more than they pick you just because you got a gigantic heart. They pick you because you're the best of the best, and they prey on your empathetic heart. They systematically try to ruin you because they are so pathetic themselves that they can't stand to see people happy like yourself. Whether they're a covert narcissist, a malignant narcissist, a cerebral narcissist, a communal narcissist, a grandiose narcissist, it doesn't matter. They're all in it to crush you. So here's the last thing that I'm going to say about this. And this one is going to hit you pretty hard. This is going to be a huge wake-up call. Take a break, unclench your jaw, relax, breathe, take a sip of your tea or your coffee. Let me ask you this question. What's the one constant when it comes to these relationships? What's the one constant? Is it them? But I thought it was the same relationship, the way it ends, just a different face and a different name. But it was the same thing on repeat, right? What's the constant? You know the answer right now. Constant is you. You're the constant. What you don't change, you accept. Like Steve Harvey once said, if you think every man's a dog, guess what you're going to find? Every last one of them. Whether you think you can or you can't. Either way, you are 100% right. So how do you break free from this? Well, there's no simple answer. There's no one-line sentence. And that's kind of part of the problem. A lot of times we get so locked into trying to find that one time, that one sentence, the get rich quick scheme type of thing to just take it all away without putting the effort in. Doesn't work that way. Let's talk about Apple for a minute here. Why am I talking about Apple? iPhones. Well, it's because they never go on sale. Louis Vuitton never goes on sale. Ferraris never go on sale. Lamborghinis never go on sale. Mercedes-Benz rarely ever go on sale. They go on sale because they know their product and they know their worth. Just because someone can't afford it doesn't mean they get to get it. Someone can't afford it. I can't afford a Lambo. I would love a Lambo right now. If anyone wants to give me one, go ahead. That'd be cool. Anyways, just kidding, you guys. They know their value and they know their worth. You don't go to a grocery store and grab a gallon of milk and say, I'm only paying 5 cents for this and get away with it. You'll be thrown away. You'll be kicked out. So, honest question. Why? Why do you discount yourself so much and then get irritated when the person that bought you at a discount treats you like a discounted item? Why? You discounted yourself, so what do you expect? And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just giving you a dose of reality. And it's the people that can buy and afford the Lambos and the Ferraris and the Louis Vuittons and stuff like that. They can afford them, and so what else do? They actually take care of them normally. They actually know what they bought. They've reached a status to be able to afford something like that. Stop giving people that haven't put the time in and don't deserve you the time of the day. You don't go to a grocery store when you're hungry because you're going to get something you regret because you're desperate and hungry. You don't go into a relationship just because they're there. You don't go into a relationship when you're desperate because you're going to grab something you don't need and you're going to get hurt. So let me end it with this. When's the last time that you stopped and took a breath and decided that this is your time? In the comments right now, just so I can see who watched to the end here, comment it's my time. And what I want you to do is don't just comment it's my time, write it down in 5 places throughout your house. Places you're going to frequent. And read it every time you see it. It's my time now. 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 You read those every time you see it because it is what? This is your time. This video reached you for a reason and you're about to change your life. It's all about the attitude. It's all about the way you see it. Let me ask you one more question. Have you ever thought about what it would feel like to actually be in a relationship that's worth being in? Or do you sit there and say, yeah, someday I'll get there. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Really? Is it? Because then you're right if it's just a dream. I won't help you learn how to wake up and make it a reality. If you want to know more about narcissism, how to defeat them, how to get over them, how to crush them, how to literally make them non-existent in your life, how to heal all your traumas, how to even heal traumas that you didn't even know existed. If you liked anything that I said in here or anything that I posted, check the pinned comment below because I have a coaching program for you that is going to change your life if you just give it a chance. Just take the actionable steps that I tell you, follow along. It's already helped thousands of people. You can read the testimonies. Comment the next thing below here that you also want me to talk about next. If you liked anything that I said, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon on so you're notified every time that a post of mine comes out. Let me know what you think. Check the pinned comment. Y'all have a good rest of your week. God bless.